question. All right, let's do it emphatically. Yellow! Jacket! 2-3!
With me today, we're gonna have a good time. You've convinced me. I'm ready to switch my account. Oh my gosh. Specific answer. They're learning quick. Can we Google it? Whatever. Okay. He's a quick study.
There's so many words I want to say. Be careful. It is a love story.
You bet it is.
Fair.
Here. I wasn't done.
Ask the questions that you think are silly. Thank you for joining. Bye.
Welcome to the University of Wisconsin-Superior, known for top academics and a close-knit, supportive community in a region renowned for its natural beauty. Our campus sits just minutes from the western tip of Lake Superior, the largest freshwater lake in the world. It's a superior place to be. Come on, let me show you around. We'll start our tour here in the Yellow Jacket Union, the hub of campus. Here, students can study, play a game of pool, chill by the fireplace, or grab a bite to eat at one of our various dining options. Whatever you're hungry for, you'll find it here. The flags here represent our international students who make up 10% of our student body. At UW Superior, you'll make friends from all around the world. Right outside the Yellow Jacket Union is the Quad, with our two oldest buildings, Old Main and Erlinson Hall, on the other side. When the weather's nice, you'll always see students hanging out here, studying, or meeting up with friends.
And now, I'm going to show you Swenson Hall, a popular place for students to come out and study. It's open 24 hours a day for those who get their best work done late at night. With a 14-to-1 student-to-teacher ratio, most of your classes will be in rooms like this, with professors that know you by name and are happy to work with you. Swenson is also home to our writing center and the new esports lab, where club and varsity gaming teams practice and compete, and students can enjoy open rec hours. Here we are in Barstow, home to our natural sciences department, where students participate in hands-on research alongside faculty. The Holden Fine Arts Building is home to our outstanding visual arts and music departments here on campus. Here you'll find art studios and galleries, and the Mannion Theater, a great place to catch a concert, play, or musical put on by our students.
And now we're at Ross Ox Hall, which is just a few blocks away from campus. With 6 residence halls to choose from, there's a place for everyone. And living on campus is one of the best ways to make new friends here at UWS. In the Merkovich Wellness Center, you'll find a fitness room, weight room, indoor climbing wall, an indoor track, and much, much more. Also in the MWC is the Mertz Mortarelli Gymnasium, where you'll cheer on our Yellow Jacket athletics teams. It's not just what's on campus, Nearby lie the Twin Forts, Superior, Wisconsin, and Duluth, Minnesota, offering tons of opportunities for dining, shopping, hanging out, and enjoying the outdoors.
So come join us at the University of Wisconsin-Superior, where every day is an opportunity to learn, grow, and make your mark on the world. We can't wait to welcome you into our hive. Go Yellow Jackets!
There's nothing better than a Subway Series footlong, except when you add a new footlong sidekick, like the boss with a new footlong cookie. This might be my favorite sidekick ever. What?
Every epic footlong deserves a perfect sidekick.
Together we learn.
Together we study.
Together we research.
Together we compete.
Together we climb.
Together we perform.
Together we relax.
Together we are a community.
Together we are superior.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Mertz Mortarelli Gym on the campus of the University of Wisconsin-Superior. I'm Tom Hansen, along with the entire crew from Yellow Jacket TV. Thanks for tuning in here this evening. Non-conference game, the College of St. Scholastica and your UWS Yellow Jackets here at Mertz Mortarelli Gym. Before we get started, our pregame show sponsor, the National Bank of Commerce. With locations in Superior, Poplar, Solon Springs, Esco, Hermantown, Hibbing, and Duluth, the National Bank of Commerce make more possible. Coming up, we'll have our starting lineup sponsor. Of course, that's brought to us by Superior Choice Credit Union. And, of course, we'll have some great action here on the court between the the Yellow Jackets and the Saints here on the campus of UWS. Let's look first at the records coming into this game. For the Yellow Jackets, they're 2-3 overall, 0-0 in the UMAC conference play. They have not started conference play. Normally when these two teams play, it is a conference game, but of course now St. Scholastica in the MIAC and UWS in the UMAC. Leading scorer is Bessenden for UWS with 14 points per game. Dobson second at 12. Lesha with 7 points per game. The Yellow Jackets, believe it or not, are 0-3 at home, looking for their first win here at home in the regular season against the College of St. Scholastica here tonight. They are 2-0 away from home, and the Jackets so far have lost 3 in a row coming into this contest. Meanwhile, for the College of St. Scholastica, they are also 2-3 overall. They are also 0-0 in the MIAC. They have not played any conference games either. They have won 2 in a row. On Saturday, believe it or not, they knocked off Northland College 103-42 versus Northland College to get their win streak to 2 in a row. And again, those two teams are non-conference opponents. So Northland College in the UMAC, and of course the College of St. Scholastica in the MIAC. Head coach Jason Schmidt's team. He is the 8th coach in team history for the College of St. Scholastica. Meanwhile, last night, speaking of College of St. Scholastica and UWS, the two teams met on the ice in women's hockey, and it was a 1-0 College of St. Scholastica win in overtime. By the way, they played earlier this year to a scoreless tie, that game at Westman Arena to start the year. And believe it or not, they're going to play again in women's hockey January 3rd as part of the Marion Holiday Classic. Tonight, it's the 64th meeting between these two teams, the Yellow Jackets and the Saints. The last meeting, coming back in 2003, was a UWS win in that game in 2023, 77-74, very close game in 2023. And it's the 64th meeting, the first game in 1978, and UWS leads the overall series, 36 wins and 27 losses. We'll take our first break of the pregame. When we come back, we'll go through the starting lineups and more. It's the Yellow Jackets. It's the Saints. You're watching Yellow Jacket basketball on Yellow Jacket TV. Welcome back, everyone. Just getting set for this non-conference battle between the College of St. Scholastica, the Saints, and your Yellow Jackets of UW Superior. The starting lineups for UWS. Katie Dobson. Dobson from Black River Falls is starting at guard for UWS. Mackenzie Lesha. Mackenzie, 5'7" junior out of Somerset, Wisconsin. Kylie Hewitt out of Hurley is also at a forward position. Elise Bessinen, 5'3" senior out of Ewan, Michigan. Ewan Trout Creek. By the way, she has not missed a free throw this year. Bessinen leads the team. I hope I didn't just jinx her, but she has not missed a free throw this year, shooting 100% from the free throw line. She's averaging 14 points per game. And rounding out Hannah Haas. Hannah Haas is from Stanley, and Haas is the other senior forward for UWS. So Haas, Bessinen, Hewitt, Lesha, and Dobson, your starting five for the Yellow Jackets. Meanwhile, for the College of St. Scholastica Saints, they're going to go with Ava Regal. Ava Regal, Gabby Voigt, Jackie Johnson, Chloe Lind, and Ava House for your starting five. House, by the way, is their leading scorer for the College of St. Scholastica, averaging 13 points per game. Actually, their only player in double figures. House averaging 13, 8 for Chloe Lind. Jackie Johnson, 8 points as well for Hope Carlson, or Lexi Imdick out of Andover is 8 points, and 8 points as well for Jada Birschbach. There's your starting lineups for these two games. Of course, Emily Carpenter, the head coach now in her third season for the College of Saints, for UWS Yellow Jackets, and Simeon Gibson. Simeon Gibson, an assistant coach with the Yellow Jackets, and Sarah Hart is the assistant coach for the Saints of St. Scholastica. Saints, as mentioned, coming off a big win, and UWS 2-3 coming into this one for this contest. They'll be at Stout. So the next game for UWS will be at Stout coming up on Wednesday after the holiday break. Again, Bessinen averaging 14 points per game, Dobson 12, Lesha 7 points per game for UWS. The starting lineups, of course, for the Yellow Jackets are sponsored by, and we'll go to those here when they start them on the floor. Superior Choice Credit Union, starting lineup sponsored by the Superior Choice Credit Union, friendly local credit union. Here to meet your financial needs with 12 locations in northeastern Minnesota, northwestern Wisconsin, serving its 37,000 members. And the opening tip will be sponsored by Barker's Island Inn. The opening tip is sponsored by Barker's Island, northern Wisconsin's Island Getaway. And should mention that Superior Choice Credit Union also has a stadium here on campus, opened up this fall. Oh, I don't know, maybe 50 steps from the Mertz Mortarelli Gym is maybe the SCCU soccer stadium and track and field. Maybe 50. I'll have to measure it off between Mertz Mortarelli and the Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium. Great addition to campus. Just moments away from the start of this one. Before we get any further, I'd like to thank the crew here with Yellow Jacket TV, bringing you the sights and sounds, doing an awesome job. Evan Ludwig, one of the fine students at the Communicating Arts Department, also a member of the Promethean Student Newspaper, helping us out here today. Andrew Matthews, also Andrew, I saw Andrew around here as well, member of the Communicating Arts Department as well. And saw Harry Harrison Law here. And thank you for the entire staff joining us here for the broadcast. Here we go, Saints and Yellow Jackets. We are just moments away from the national anthem. Bringing on the lights here, the special effects, all that and much more. Happy Thanksgiving to each and every one of you for tuning in. Safe travels wherever you are headed. If you're at home, that's fine. If you're on the road, certainly be safe. And glad we can bring you some Yellow Jacket women's basketball here. Non-conference play again between the Yellow Jackets and the Saints. Dobson, Lesha, Hewitt, Bessinen, and House, your starting five for the Bulldogs and for the Yellow Jackets. And for the Saints, it's Regal, Voigt, Johnson, Lind, and House for the Saints. Saints and Yellow Jackets. And time now for our national anthem as we honor America, the Bulldog, the Saints, and the Yellow Jackets right here on Yellow Jacket TV.
America with the playing of our national anthem.
let's meet the starters for tonight's game. Tonight's lineups are sponsored by Superior Choice Credit Union. First, the visitors from St. Scholastica. At guard, number 3, Ava Regal. At guard, number 11, Gabby Voigt. At guard, number 12, Jackie Johnson. At forward, number 14, Chloe Lind. And at guard, number 23, Ava House. The head coach of the Saints is Jason Schmitz, assisted by Sarah Hart and Diane Starks. And now the starting lineup for your Yellow Jackets. At guard, a senior from Black River Falls, Wisconsin, number 3, Katie Dobson. At guard, a junior from Somerset, Wisconsin, number 12, Mackenzie Lesha. At forward, a junior from Pearl, Wisconsin, number 15, Kylie Hewitt. At guard, a senior from Ewan, Michigan, number 22, Elise Bessonen. And at forward, a senior from Stanley, Wisconsin, number 34, Anna Haas. Head coach of the Yellow Jackets in her third season is Emily Carpenter, assisted by Simeon Gibson. The officials for tonight's game have been assigned by the Upper Midwest Athletic Conference. They are Angie Arendt, Mark Wolfel, and Nicholas Peck. And fans, don't forget the opening tip-off is sponsored by Parker's.
Here's a look at your starting lineups. The Yellow Jackets in the gold tops, the Saints in their dark blue uniforms. The Yellow Jackets have not won a game since they beat they won back at Carleton 68-41 on November 13th. Was their last win on November the 16th. We're underway. The opening tap, as we mentioned, brought to you by Barker's Island. Barker's Island in, northern Wisconsin's Island Getaway goes to the Saints. The putback up and in by Lind, Chloe Lind. And just like that, it is a 2-0 score for the Saints. Man-to-man defense right away by St. Scholastica. Bringing the ball up the floor is Lesha for UWS. Stops, passes in the lane, shot up, no good. Shot taken there by Hewitt. And the rebound comes down to St. Scholastica. With the ball, there's House. House going to start the offense. Lost it, turnover, and picked up by the Yellow Jackets. That was House, Hannah House for UWS. Back out on top of the key, just underway, opening first quarter. Saints and Yellow Jackets, non-conference game. Yellow Jackets drive baseline, nowhere to go there for Lesha. Looks for a pass, does. It comes all the way out, almost over and back there call, but Hewitt was able to gather it in. Then Hewitt lost it. And here comes St. Scholastica the other way. Saints starting it with their offense. That is House. House leaves it off, gets it back to the high post there to Lind. Lind works it down low. It's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be UWS basketball, 8:41 to go here in the opening quarter. Just underway, 2-0 is the score. Welcome wherever you are joining us. If you're on KUWS, welcome on 91.3. If you're here with Yellow Jacket TV, welcome to Mertz Mortarelli Gym here on the campus of UWS. Bessinen, their leading scorer, starts the offensive attack here on this play. They're looking for her again. Now she does have it. Fakes the three. It's going to drive. Bessinen kicks it out to the corner. 3-point by Dobson. It's going to be off the mark. Rebound, tipped around, and St. Scholastica comes down with it. That's Voigt. Voigt for the Saints. Gives it up. Driving to the hoop and scoring up and in is Regal. Regal now with her first 2 points. 4-0 to College of St. Scholastica. Just underway. Bessinen starting across the timeline for UWS. Gives the ball up there to Lasha. Lasha works it back to the other high post there to House. House goes inside. Turnaround jumper good by Lasha. Lasha for the Jackets, the first 2 points, and UWS is on the board. And the ball goes out of bounds. And our first substitution into the game is Simmons. Deja Simmons. Deja Simmons in. Of course, the coaching staff for St. Scholastica, Jason Schmitz, Sarah Hart, and Diane Starks who played at Duluth East. Looks like Lusha is hurt or has some sort of injury of some sort, so Lusha has now left the game. And UWS has a new player out there. I believe it's Olsen. Elsa Olsen, I think, checked in for UWS to replace her. Top of the arc for St. Scholastica. Simmons drives. Still has it. Still has it back to the basket. Simmons does. Now goes inside. Now they go down low once again. Lind up and no good. Rebound comes down to the Yellow Jackets. They had 4 players there. And with the rebound there was House. 4-2 College of St. Scholastica just underway. Opening quarter. House. 3-point attempt up. It's going to be short. And then it goes long. Shot taken there by Bessinen for the Yellow Jackets. Saints come away with it. Quickly pushing it down the floor's Haas. Gives it up to Lind. Back to Haas for 3. Does not go. Rebound. Loose ball. And Saints come down with it. Put back is no good as well. That one was by Voigt. Loose ball on the floor. And I believe Yellow Jackets will come up with it. And possession arrow in favor of UWS. 6:39 to go. Quarter number 1. Glad you could join us. Couple substitutions into the game for the College of St. Scholastica. Lexi Imdick is in. Imdick, 5'8" junior from Andover. Bessinen for UWS to start the attack. Bessinen still has it. Got a man-to-man defense here by the Saints. Work it over right side to Regal. Bessinen for UWS. Bessinen, top of the key. Now down the lane. Left-handed shot does not go. Rebound Saints come away with it. With it there is Birschbach. Birschbach just checked in. Simmons for 3. No good. Front of the rim. Rebound comes down to Imdick, though. Put back is no good, but she saves it before going out. In the corner, Simmons for 3. And we got a travel on Simmons. She took a step back before letting that one go. Right in front of Emily Carpenter for the UWS Yellow Jackets. 5:55 to go, quarter number 1. Still 4-2, low-scoring game here to open up this non-conference affair. Bessinen for UWS. Comes back out on top of the key. Right-hand side with the ball for the Yellow Jackets. Haas had it. Now back out on top. There she finds Dobson. Driving. Hewitt looking for somebody. Shot clock down to 3. They're going to have to put it up, and they do off the mark. Dobson kind of forced that one. And here we go. Saints starting off. Imdick. $5:10 to go. Works it in the corner. Hope Carlson there. Hope. Left-handed shot off the glass. Doesn't go. Rebound comes to the Yellow Jackets. Hauling it down his house for UWS. Bessinen. Left-hand side. Hewitt. Hewitt for the Yellow Jackets in the corner. Turning, spinning. Back into the corner. Jackets with 8 on the shot clock. They put up the 3. Does not go for Bessinen. And the Saints come away with it. 4.5 to go, quarter number 1. A couple more Saints coming in next whistle. Hope Carlson starting this drive. Now has it on top of the arc. UWS, though, forces the turnover, the over and back. Great defense by the Yellow Jackets. They're able to force a tip from behind. And coming into the game for the Yellow Jackets, I believe, is Maddie Lowe. Lowe's into the game from, not Lowe, Coonrod. Coonrod's into the game. Emily Coonrod from Hastings is checked in for your Yellow Jackets. Welcome wherever you are, Yellow Jacket TV or KUWS. 4:18 to go, quarter number 1. 4-2. Not a lot of scoring here offensively here in the first quarter. For the Yellow Jackets, Dobson. Dobson top of the arc. Double dribble for Dobson and a turnover. Emily Carpenter. Some instructions to the 5 out there on the floor. Former Yellow Jacket herself. Outstanding coach, played here, of course. Left side, Imdick. Imdick going to drive, gives it up, and Yellow Jackets got a tip on it, but they couldn't gather it up before it went out of bounds. It'll still be Saints basketball with shot clock at 15. Throwing it in will be Voigt, Gabby Voigt for the Saints. Underneath her hoop, way out on top. Berschbach throws it in the corner. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Carlson drives, puts it up, misses entirely. Hope Carlson out of Proctor. Gets it back again. The putback missed that one. Gets her own rebound. Hope Carlson, nice job of not giving up, even though couldn't get it to fall. Still 4-2. Jackets with an opportunity to tie the game here. Bassinen, free throw line. Kicks it in the corner. There she finds Peterson. And we got another traveling on the Yellow Jackets as they try to get it down low to Coonrod. And a turnover, and checking back into the ball game for UWS is Lesha. She was some sort of injury, but has been taken care of, and she's back on the floor. Outstanding student athlete for the Yellow Jackets. Double team there defensively by UWS, but they get it away. They kick it in the corner to Imdick, and there's going to be a charge on the Saints. Charging call. Let's see if we can pick up the foul on this one. Foul is going to be called a charging foul on Berschbach, Jada Berschbach out of Richmond, Minnesota. UWS turned it over, but they say it's still Yellow Jacket basketball. It's Bessenden. I thought it went off her, but it did go off one of the Saints apparently. Lesha will inbound in front of her own bench, 4-2. Jackets just with one basket so far. That one was by Lesha early in the game on their first or second possession. Bessenden. Bessenden left-handed dribble now. Shot clock's at 10. Bessenden right down the lane, goes around three Saints and misses it. Rebound comes to the Saints. Saints quickly down the floor. That's Haas. They work it back inside the post to Berschbach. Berschbach kicks it out to the corner. Three-point attempt for Haas does not go. Rebound UWS. Coming down with it is Hannah Haas. Haas for UWS. And another turnover for UWS. They're just not taking care of the ball. We'll look at after the first quarter some of the stats, but turnovers, UWS has at least 4 or 5 here in the opening quarter so far, as the scoreboard will indicate, with just one basket. Back on top. Shot clock at 14. Man-to-man defense as well for the Yellow Jackets. Driving, right-hand side, penetrating, and then losing the ball, going out of bounds. It looks like there'll be a foul on Bessenen. They're going to get a reach-in foul for Elise Bessenen. That's her first. Checking in for the Yellow Jackets, Schaefer, Megan Schaefer out of Grantsburg, Wisconsin. Comes into the ball game. Sees her first action. Can the Yellow Jackets 2-3 overall. They've lost 3 in a row. They started the year 2-0. Like to break that losing skid here tonight at the Mertz. Kick it in the corner. Three-point attempt does not go. Rebound tipped around. St. Scholastica comes down with it. Regal with a good job coming down with a rebound. There she finds on the outlet pass Ava House. They go back inside. A collision and a charge on the Saints. Pushing with the body apparently. Haas with the foul. Their leading scorer at 13 points per game, charged with the charge there. Just 97 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Turning, spinning Lesha. Finds Schaefer. Back on top. Peterson. Bessenen from the corner. Good. Bessenen. Her first 2 points for the Yellow Jackets' leading scorer took almost the entire first quarter to get her first Yellow Jacket basket, but it's a tie game at 4-4. And another charge by St. Scholastica. Wow. Great defense by UWS, taking the charge and getting right back up, and proud of it was Chloe Peterson. And another charging call that head coach Jason Schmitz is asking the official about. 1:05 to go in the quarter. Bessenen across the timeline. Left-handed dribble for Bessenen. Drives, puts up the shot, and she was fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. So the Yellow Jackets beat Marion and Carleton and have since lost to McAllister, Hamlin, and St. Kate's, all in the MIAC. Same with now the College of St. Scholastica. Bassett's free throws good. She is still at 100% for free throws. 15 of 15. 16 for 16. Just 1 minute remaining in the opening quarter. Yellow Jackets averaging 63 points per game. So a long way to go here, still in just 6-point single digits here in the opening first quarter. Full court pressure here by the Yellow Jackets with a minute to go. Saints beat it fairly easily. Imdick misses that shot. Rebound comes down to the Yellow Jackets. And with 45 seconds to go, trying to advance their lead at 6-4. Driving for the Yellow Jackets, Coonrod, and she's going to travel. Lots of turnovers in this game between both teams. A lot on UWS. Checking back in for the Saints is Birschbach. 31 seconds to go in the quarter. Full court pressure again by the Yellow Jackets. Across the timeline for the Saints is Haas. Ava Haas starting the offense. So they're going to work it down basically for one shot. Ava Regal. A couple of Avas on this team. Don't see too many Avas, but a couple on this squad. Driving, putting up the shot. Good. Nice job by Birschbach. Jada Birschbach driving down the lane, putting it off the glass. Yellow Jackets with 1 second. They have to put it up. They do. Does it go? It misses. And the shot was taken there by the Yellow Jackets, Elsa Olsen. So we're at 6-6 is the score after quarter number one. And it ends at a 6-6 tie. We'll send it back to the studios at KUWS for this break. We'll also take a break on Yellow Jacket TV. You're watching Yellow Jacket Women's Basketball right here from the Mertz on KUWS 91.3 and Yellow Jacket TV. It's 2 of 10 from the floor for 20%. 4 rebounds for the Yellow Jackets, 14 for the Saints. Turnovers. Interesting stat here. 8, it says, for the Saints and just 5 for the Yellow Jackets. I thought maybe it would be more than that. Lesha for UWS, and it's 9-8. Driving for the Saints right down the lane. Couldn't put it home was Regal. Rebound comes down to the Yellow Jackets. High post for the Yellow Jackets. House works it down low. They pass it in, kicks it to the corner to Lesha for 3. Does not go. Lesha gets her own rebound. Lesha with the putback. That's off the mark. The Saints come down with a rebound. 9-8. St. Scholastica with the lead here in the second quarter. And another turnover by the Saints. That's their 9th. If you're looking at turnovers here in real time, that'd be their 9th turnover for St. Scholastica. Rebounds, though, the Saints dominating at this point, 16-6 on the boards in this contest. Yellow Jackets bring it out on top with the ball there. Howes fakes the three-pointer, gives the ball there to Hewitt. Now they work it inside the paint, turn around, jumper, good. House with your finish. House with the finish, and a foul called on the Yellow Jackets. Foul's called, I believe, on number 3, Katie Dobson. So 10-9, the Yellow Jackets took control of the lead there momentarily and still have it. Foul called on Dobson. 8 offensive rebounds for the Saints, just 1 for the Yellow Jackets. 9-5 are the turnovers. Bench points, 2-0 for St. Scholastica so far. Imdick kicks it back out. Driving, putting up the shot and in. Nice drive there by Regal. Ava Regal really had no room. She created it with a drive down the lane, and 11-10 is the score in favor of St. Scholastica here in second quarter. Putting up the shot, up and in for the Yellow Jackets. Nice drive there by House, Hannah House. Just took it down deep to the basket and was able to lay it up and in. So for her, she now has 4 points on the day. 3 Yellow Jackets with 4 points each. 4 for House, 4 for Bessenden, and 4 as well for Lesha. Drive no good by the Saints. Another offensive putback and a bucket and a foul. Chance for a three-point play. Chloe Lynn got to that rebound and put it up and in. We'll keep an eye on those rebounds because they are certainly a big factor in this game. Offensive rebounds. That is their 8th offensive rebound for the Saints, and they paid it off with 2. Checking into the game for St. Scholastica is Johnson, Jackie Johnson, and Simmons comes back into the game. Deja Simmons. Deja from St. Michael High School. 13-12 Saints with a chance to get a three-point play here and air ball, and it'll be UWS basketball with 7:20 to go. Now checking in for the Saints is Hope Carlson out of Proctor. Inbounds pass for UWS goes to Hewitt. Hewitt drives all the way down, took an extra step, but still at her pivot foot down. Bessenden. Top of the arc. Bessenden for UWS. Bessenden kicks it in the corner. Lesha drives the lane. Left-handed shot off the glass is good. Mackenzie Lesha from the corner to the center of the lane. And now she got a kick there, I think, on the inbounds pass on the full court pressure. So the Jackets applying some full court pressure here. They now lead 14-13. On top for the Saints, they work it, they look inside anyway. Kick it back outside. They're working around the perimeter to Haas. Haas's shot's no good. Another offensive rebound for the Saints, I think, or are they going to call a foul here? Oh, just went off the Yellow Jacket, I guess. So, Saints basketball, 6.5 to go. (14-13) UWS, and that one's going to be a turnover for UWS. Went off Simmons' hand and out of bounds off the inbounds. So the Yellow Jackets will get it. Lesha inbounds it to Hewitt. Hewitt drives baseline, nowhere to go there. Stops, pops though, and scores. Hewitt with the finish for the Jackets, and now they lead by 3, 16-13 for the Yellow Jackets. Quickly down the floor, UWS. Driving was Haas. Then it went off a Yellow Jacket out of bounds. I believe this would be this would be Saints basketball. 16-13. Inbounds pass comes to Hope Carlson, and Hope, I think, was fouled. And I don't think we're shooting yet. No. Checking into the game for UWS for the Yellow Jackets is Charlotte Firstall comes in. Firstall seeing her first action for the Yellow Jackets. She's defensively against Hope Carlson there. Firstall tries to stop her. Firstall with a quick rebound. Just like that, comes into the game and grabs the rebound for UWS. 6'3" sophomore for UWS, already making her presence known. Firstall in the lane, back to the basket, off the glass. Look at that, Firstall off the bench. First with a rebound, then a put back in. Great feed, so Firstall gets her first 2 points. Yellow Jackets expand their biggest lead of the game to 5 at 18-13. Saints working around the perimeter, come back on top to Carlson for 3. That's no good. And a defensive rebound there for UWS. As coming down for the Yellow Jackets was Dobson. Bessinen across the timeline. Man-to-man defense here by the Saints. Bessinen takes it right to the rack. No good. Rebound. Tips it out. There's a steal. And getting it back again, the Yellow Jackets. Bessinen. And Bessinen went around a screen, and I think there'll be a foul on the defensive play for the Saints. 18-13. Again, coming up at the halftime. Halftime sponsored by Hovland Incorporated. Over at KUWS, we'll have more on the Promethean Student Newspaper on an interview that Isaiah Wita did with also one staff member was Nora Schmitz. That's on the halftime report brought to you by Hovland Incorporated. We're still 5 minutes away from that, 4:54. Foul called on the play, so Jackets will inbound it. Lesha underneath her own hoop. Works it on top to Bessinen. Bessinen back in the corner to Dobson. Into Firstall. Three-pointer by Lesha. Nothing but net. Mackenzie Lesha. Jackets have opened it up to 21-13, their largest lead of 8. And looks like the Saints just threw the ball away. Will we have a timeout? No, we will not. Thought maybe the Saints were going to call timeout. Instead, they bring in a couple of players. Dick comes back into the game, and also Birschbach. Bassinet leading the offense, averaging 13 points per game for UWS. Firstall for UWS, top of the arc. Closely guarded there, not a lot of running room there. So Hewitt, she gave up to Hewitt. When it goes off Hewitt and out of bounds, it'll be Saints basketball on the turnover. 4:20 to go in the second quarter. Saints across the timeline. On top to House. They leave it there for her. She drives left side. House. Layup does not go. They get a rebound. Carlson's putback is good. Hope Carlson. Great rebound and putback. 21-15. Coming up next whistle. Lind will check back in. Chloe Lind out of Pine City for the Saints. Lasha behind the back dribble. Still has it. Leaves it off there for Hewitt. Hewitt to Bessinen. Bessinen free throw line. Stops, looks at the rim, puts it up, and good. Bessinen. At least Bessinen was 6. She has 6. Jackets leading scorer with 9, though, is Lasha. 23-15, and does go out of bounds? No. Good pressure defensively by Lasha. Finally driving for the Saints, putting it up and in. Once she got past Lasha, Ava House with the finish. She has 5. She averages 13 as their leading scorer. Bessinen, end-to-end rush. Leaves it off in the corner. Firstall gets it back again. Firstall with a move at the lane, and she puts it up and in. Firstall's come off the bench with some key plays. 4 points already for her off the bench. And a big rebound. Saints quickly down the floor. Emdick misses that shot. Long three doesn't go. Rebound the Saints. Carlson had it. Goes off of her and out of bounds. It'll be UWS basketball. Checking in for UWS, Reese Ani, and I believe it's Olsen's back in. Reese Ani from Hibbing, Minnesota. Seeing her first action. 2.5 to go, second quarter. 25-17, Yellow Jackets. Bessinen kicks it out. Leaves it off there for Olsen. Olsen drives, puts up the shot and in, and was fouled on the play. A chance for a three-point play for Olsen. Elsa Olsen for the Jackets. Count it, chance for a three-point play. Back to a double-digit 10-point lead for UWS. 15 picks up the foul for the Saints. That is Birschbach's second. Welcome wherever you are, Yellow Jacket TV or KUWS 91.3. Listening to the stream, watching online, welcome. Happy Thanksgiving to all, early Thanksgiving. We're at Mertz Mortarelli Gym on the campus of the University of Wisconsin-Superior. Free throws good, three-point play for the Yellow Jackets, Elsa Olsen. Saints, 15 seconds to go on the shot clock. Driving his house, their leading scorer. This time, Bessinen comes down. No offensive rebound for the Saints. Bessinen, left side. They go back on top. Firstall looks to the basket, gives the ball up. Yellow Jackets, Dobson from three does not go. Firstall there for the rebound. Puts it on the floor. Firstall, turnaround jumper. Wow. Firstall off the bench with 6. 30-17 as Emily Carpenter has gone to Firstall off the bench for some quality minutes for the Yellow Jackets. .120 to go. Come back on top. Saints kick it into the corner. They'll regroup here with 7 to go on the shot clock. Driving with it there is Lind, and Lind was fouled, and Lind will go to the line and shoot 2. Is there a foul called on the Yellow Jackets? 30-17. Again, both teams come in at 2 and 3 overall. This is a non-conference game. Both these teams used to play in the UMAC, and now the College of St. Scholastica, part of the MIAC, of course. Megan Schaefer checks into the game for the Yellow Jackets. Coming out is Dobson, Katie Dobson. Just 1:08 to go before our Hovland Incorporated intermission report. We'll tell you a little bit. This is a busy weekend for the Yellow Jacket men's hockey team hosting a tournament. We'll tell you more about that. Also have more on the Promethean podcast with Isaiah Weeda and Nora Schmitz coming up on the KUWS side. All that and more coming up here on Yellow Jacket TV. 1 minute to go here in the opening half. 30-18 UWS. Schaefer on top. Firstall puts it on the floor. Backdoor feed. Lesha nowhere to go with it. They kick it back out to Schaefer. No good. Firstall couldn't come down with it. And here come the Saints the other way. Driving down the lane is Lind. Lind gives it up. They work it around to Imdick. Imdick in the corner. Give and go. Back into the low blocks, and it'll be a turnover as they just threw it away. With 32 seconds to go, a little miscommunication there. And checking in, I don't see a 0-0 too often, but Latva comes in. Kyra Latva from Solon Springs. You don't see 0-0s too often, but 0-0s is out there. All my years, I don't know if I've ever seen a 0-0 in basketball. I've seen 0, but I don't know if I've ever seen 0-0. Driving and turning it over is the Yellow Jackets trying to force it. The Saints pick up the turnover. And then another turnover on a quick turnover there by the Saints as they couldn't keep their footing. And it's a traveling violation for the St. Scholastica Saints. So Kyra Latva for UWS. This is her 4th game. For UWS. Shot clock at 8. Who's going to take the shot? Ball goes out of bounds. Elsa Olsen had it, but it goes out of bounds with 5 seconds. So if you got some time, Ani will inbounds. Inbounds to Firstall. Turns, spins. She's going to have to shoot now at this point. Puts up the shot. Misses her own rebound. Doesn't go, but Firstall with a couple of good looks for the Yellow Jackets at the end of the first half. 30-18 is your score at the break. So the score picked up in the second quarter. The score in the first quarter was fairly low. 6-6 after the first, but now it's 30-18. 30-18 at the half. Here's what we're going to do on the radio side. We'll send it back to the studios for a break, and then after the break, you'll hear from Isaiah Weeda and Nora Schmitz on the Promethean podcast. That's coming up on the KUWS side. And again, we'd like to thank all these people that make it possible. Of course, the halftime report brought to you by Hovland Incorporated here on Yellow Jacket TV, and we'll go through some stats and so much more on the TV side of things. At the half, 30 for the Yellow Jackets, 18 for the Saints. We'll have more coming up after this. You're watching and listening to the Yellow Jackets on 91.3 FM KUWS and on Yellow Jacket TV. Welcome back, everyone. Second half about to get started. Before we do that, let's just run through the statistics through the first half. We'll run through the first half stats here at Mertz Mortarelli Gym, UWS Yellow Jackets and the College of St. Scholastica. 30-18 is the score. Yellow Jackets lead 30-18. Field goals. Yellow Jackets 13 of 28 for 46%. The Saints 8 for 29 for 27. Make that 28%. Free throws, the Yellow Jackets perfect at 3 for 3. And the Saints 2 for 4. Rebounds, though, 19 for the Saints and 12 for the Yellow Jackets. Lead changes 7 each. The largest lead was 13 for the Yellow Jackets, 4 for the Saints. Turnovers, 13 for the Saints, 7 for the Yellow Jackets. Points in the paint, though, pretty even, 20 for the Yellow Jackets, 16 for the College of St. Scholastica. Let's look at individually. 6 points for an impressive 6 points, I should say, coming off the bench for Charlotte Firstall for UWS. She has an impressive bench points for UWS. Let's look at bench points. Yeah, 9 points for Yellow Jackets, and 6 of the 9 came from Firstall off the bench for UWS. Jackets 2-3 overall. They have lost 3 in a row. UWS looking to snap the losing skid. College of St. Scholastica 2-3 overall. They have won 2 in a row. The last win for the College of St. Scholastica, 103-42 versus Northland College. So big win, non-conference win for Jason Schmitz and his College of St. Scholastica. Just moments away between these two teams. This is a non-conference game. Should mention that the Yellow Jacket hockey team is hosting the Superior Showdown this weekend at Westman Arena. All kinds of action for this tournament. Tomorrow's game, or make that Friday's game starts. St. Scholastica versus Dubuque. That'll be a 3 o'clock start at Westman Arena, followed by Lawrence and UW Superior. And then the 3 o'clock game will be the consolation game. The championship game will be at 7 o'clock. John Garver with all your play-by-play action this weekend with Chris Allen as your sports producer back in the studios on KUWS, just as he is today. And Evan Ludwig doing our producing here on the TV side. So thank you very much, Chris, for everything you do back at KUWS. Here we go, second half underway. Jackets and Saints. Glad you could join us from Mertz Mortarelli Gym on the beautiful campus of the University of Wisconsin-Superior. And just like that, the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll still be Yellow Jacket basketball. Lasha will inbounds for UWS, trying to get it to Bessenden instead. Comes back out on top, gives it to Hewitt. To Lasha. Back to Hewitt. They go high post. On the right-hand side, Bessenden. Bessenden, top of the arc. Bessenden, inside feed. There feeds House. House turns, spins, shot, no good. Rebound, St. Scholastica. Coming down with it, Jackie Johnson. Johnson for the Saints. Johnson has yet to score for St. Scholastica. Leaves it there for Lind. Lind back it on top. 9 points leading score for UWS is Mackenzie Lesha for all scorers. That shot does not go by the Saints. Rebound comes down to UWS, and coming down with it for the Yellow Jackets is Hewitt, Kylie Hewitt. Man-to-man defense, both teams. Bessenden drawing attention, sends it over to Lesha. Lesha in the corner. They go down low in the low blocks there to House. House, Lesha off the glass, and it's good. Falls down, but good. So Lesha now with 11 points for the Yellow Jackets. Lesha averaging, I'll get to that in a moment. Let's see what she's got here. Lesha averages 6 points per game, so she's already surpassed her scoring average. Back out on top, driving for the Saints. Off the glass, no good. Shot attempt by House, their leading scorer, and House's shot is no good. UWS gets the defensive rebound. That's Lesha. Lesha to Bessenden. Bessenden top of the arc, stutter steps, goes down the lane, left-handed shot goes. Left-handed drive and finish for the Yellow Jackets, and with that, a timeout called by the Saints. Breaking the action here. Again, we'd like to thank our second half starters, brought to you by Superior Choice Credit Union. Also, our intermission halftime report was brought to you by Hovland Incorporated. If you're a Yellow Jacket fan looking for great team gear, visit the official Jacket Sideline store. Browse all the current styles and jacket apparel, including the same gear the Yellow Jackets wear. Find the Yellow Jacket Sideline store at uwsyellowjackets.com for more information. We'll have our post-game show sponsored by Synovus Energy as we look through the stats and scoring and look ahead to each team. All that and more coming up. But again, last night these two schools met in women's hockey. The score was 1-0 your final score. St. Scholastica Saints with an overtime win. Believe it or not, those two teams will play again. They've already played twice in women's hockey. They will play again January 3rd at the Marion Holiday Classic. They played an exhibition game at Westman Arena. The Saints, the Yellow Jackets, did the scoreless game earlier this year to kick off the season. Then they played a 1-0 game yesterday at Mars Lakeview in overtime. And then they'll play again January 3rd. Between these two teams, it's the 64th overall meeting between the Saints and the Yellow Jackets. 1978, the first game. UWS leads the overall series 36-27. Should also mention, of course, they used to play in the same conference in the UMAC, so they'd play a lot more often, but now these are non-conference games between the two clubs. With the ball, there's Regal, Ava Regal, top of the arc. Driving baseline, there's House. House kicks in the corner, back to Regal. Regal doesn't take the shot, instead kicks it in the corner there to House, and three-pointer's good. Ava House, their leading scorer with 13. She's got 8 to lead the Saints in scoring right now. Lasha kicks it in the corner. Driving baseline, puts it up. No good for the Yellow Jackets. Getting her own rebound, though. Good hustle there by Hewitt. Comes back on the right side. Hewitt goes to the high post. To House. House to Bessinen, fakes the three. Bessinen still has it. 5 seconds, going to have to put a shot away. Lesha for three, good. Mackenzie Lesha, 14 points for the Yellow Jackets. Wow. Putting on a show for UWS. She averages 7 points. She has doubled her offensive output for UWS in this game already. Reverse layup is good. Beautiful play underneath by the Saints. Ava House, their leading scorer with 13. She now has 10 to lead them in scoring, but a great baseline move and then the reverse layup. And House for 2 for the Saints. Bessinen, top of the arc. Still with the ball. Kicks it at left side to Hewitt. Hewitt in the corner. Lasha, they play catch. Back it on top. Shot clock at 7. For UWS, Dobson for 3. The 3 does not go. And it'll be Saints basketball. 37-23. 3 Saints come in. 1 and 2, Imdick, Carlson, and Birschbach in the lineup for the Saints. 37-23. Again, happy Thanksgiving, everyone, and safe travels wherever you may be going. Across the timeline, House into the corner. That's 15. Birschbach with a shot. That's no good. Rebound tipped around. Comes back to Hope Carlson. A battle on the floor. Bessinen and Hope Carlson. And jump ball in favor of whom? It will be, looks like Saints basketball. Jump ball. And inbounding the ball for the Saints, Ava House. Their leading scorer underneath their own basket. Leaves it off there to Imdick. Lexi Imdick, left-handed shot up and in. Wow, what a play. Lexi Imdick averages 8. She now has 2. That was her first 2 of the game. Lasha across the timeline for UWS to Bessinen. Bessinen, high post. Leaves the ball there for House. House inside feed to Hewitt. What a finish by Hewitt. And Hewitt. And a timeout has been called. 39-25 Yellow Jackets. 14-point lead at this point. And for Hewitt, it's 4. But Mackenzie Lesha so far has been the leader offensively, aggressively, defensively. Mackenzie Lesha with 14 points. Fans can't get enough of the Yellow Jackets. Tune in to Eye of the Swarm, the official podcast of the Yellow Jacket Athletics. Join John Garver and Matt Johnson throughout the year as they sit down with Yellow Jacket student athletes, coaches, and other guests. Eye of the Swarm, available on Yellow Jacket TV or UWSYellowJackets.com, podcast, Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you get your podcasts. We just had a podcast on the Promethean podcast on KUWS 91.3 with the UWS students, Isaiah Wita and Nora Schmitz. That's at UWS-Promethean.com for the college newspaper, The Promethean. 104 years old. A couple of the staffers working this game for Yellow Jacket Athletics today. There's a shot by the Saints, no good. And Dobson's going to get called for the foul. So there'll be one more printed Promethean edition coming up in December. Look for that on your newsstands on campus. Free throw up and good for the Saints. That one was by Emdick, I think. Second free throw does not go. No, not Emdick. Sorry, it was Bessinen. Not Bessinen. Berschbach. Berschbach on the year was a 55% free throw shooter for the Saints. Made the first, missed the second. Lesha with the foul, her second for the Yellow Jackets on that play, so that'll send Emdick to the line. And her free throw percentage is 75%. That one's good, 39-26. Emdick averaging on the year 8 points per game for the Saints. Second free throw good as well. Simmons checks back into the game. Jackets lead cut to 39-27 after that sequence. Bessinen, half court. Gets a pick there. Still has the ball top of the key. Back on top to Hewitt. Hewitt leaves it off there for House. House drives, stops, turns, spins, puts the shot up, no good. And Saints get the rebound. Coming away with it there and bringing it down is Berschbach. Berschbach shot is no good. Rebound comes to UWS. Lesha. Four and a half to go here in the third quarter. Driving baseline. Wow. Hope Carlson just kind of ripped the ball away from Bessinen. And there'll be a jump ball called there. Great defensive play by Hope Carlson there for the Saints out of Proctor. Inbounding the ball for the Yellow Jackets, Elsa Olsen. Back in as well. Firstall in the paint, puts it up, misses. And coming down with the rebound is St. Scholastica's Hope Carlson. Carlson drives right down the lane. Stopped there by Firstall. Firstall's going to get that rebound. And the Yellow Jackets will go the other way. Lesha with just over 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Lesha to Bessinen. In the 64th meeting between these two teams. Lesha top of the key. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Firstall drives down, low blocks, right-handed shot. Good, soft touch. Firstall now with 8 points for UWS. Let's see what she averages. Firstall averages 6, so she surpasses her game average already. Charlotte Firstall with averaging 6 already has 8 off the bench for UWS. Very impressive. Emdick's three-pointer does not go. Firstall with another rebound and was fouled by Hope Carlson after she came down with it. Foul on the Saints. Reaching in foul. And checking in for UWS now is Chloe Peterson out of Hutchinson, Minnesota. She checks in. Again, John Garver with Superior Showdown hockey action for you this weekend on KUWS 91.3 FM. The Yellow Jacket games right here on KUWS as always. You can count on that. John from Westman Arena on Friday and Saturday. Chris Allen helping with those broadcasts back in the studios. Driving, baseline for the Jackets. Bader does not go. Was that Bader? No. No, Bader's not in there. Sorry, my bad. 24. Coonrod. Coonrod was in. First all with the free throw attempt, 41-27. Free throw is good. First all on the year. 4 of 6 coming into this game at 67% free throw shooter. 42-27. Jackets with the lead. High 15. Missed the free throw. Carlson comes down on the rebound for the Saints. Quickly down the floor to Imdick. Imdick, left-handed shot does not go. Rebound. And here come the Yellow Jackets right away. With it for UWS was Olsen. Olsen. Bessinen. First all. Top of the arc, looking for somebody to pass to. Puts it on the floor now. There she finds Dobson. Shot clock at 12. Dobson for 3. Wow. Dobson from long range. 3. Her first points of the game. 45-27. And a timeout, St. Scholastica, as the Yellow Jackets seem to score from anywhere on the floor, from inside, at the free throw line, from three-point land. Jackets lead at 45-27. One more time, I mentioned the Superior Showdown men's hockey tournament, Westman Arena. The St. Scholastica Saints men's hockey team will be taking on Dubuque. That'll be Friday, 3 o'clock. 7 o'clock will be Lawrence and UW Superior. And then on Saturday will be the consolation game at 3 and hopefully the Yellow Jackets and title game at 7 o'clock. John Garver with your play-by-play action. John, of course, very talented. By the way, the story about John is he's won back-to-back play-by-play awards from the state of Wisconsin for his play-by-play. So congratulations to John Garver and the play-by-play you hear on KUWS 91.3. Award-winning play-by-play with John Garver as he was honored yet again. And I think second place is pretty cool. And John does an awfully good job, has done for decades, and great to have him as part of the broadcast team on KUWS 91.3. Yellow Jackets here at this point just want to work their offense here. The big lead, and Bessinen just drives baseline. Saw an opening and just went right down the lane. Bessinen averages, as we said, 13 points or 14 points to lead them in scoring. She goes to the free throw line. She only has 8 here, so the Saints have done a nice job on her, but it's been players like Lesha and others that have given Saints the fits so far here at the Mertz. Free throw's good. Wow. Not one, but 2. I'll make that another. So we just heard from Isaiah Wida on the Promethean podcast. He's here covering from a local TV station. Another UWS grad is covering for another local TV station. So see coverage of this game on your 10 o'clock and 9 o'clock highlights. Brought to you by UWS graduates, or soon-to-be graduates. Driving baseline up and in. Lind for the Saints. Isaiah Wita was our Promethean podcast you just heard on KUWS 91.3 moments ago, and now shooting game highlights. Three-pointer up and no good for the Yellow Jackets. Shot taken there by Peterson. Battle for the rebound comes down to St. Scholastica. Should mention the game producer here on Yellow Jacket TV, Evan Ludwig. Be sports editor on the Promethean next semester. Doing a great job as your Yellow Jacket TV producer here today. His only flaw is a Boston Celtics fan, and we'll work on that. They are awfully good, though. Foul called on UWS. That was on Peterson, so that sends to the line is Imdick. Imdick will shoot free throws for the Saints. Again, coming into this game, a 75% free throw shooter for Imdick. Free throw up and good. Jackets off until Wednesday. They'll take on Stout on the road at Stout. 0-3 for the Yellow Jackets here at home. They're trying to win for the first time this year here at home. And they've lost 3 in a row, so a win here would certainly help their home record and their overall record. Still a lot of time here. Still a minute to go here in the third quarter, Chris. So in a minute or so, we'll be sending it back to the studios for a little bit of a break there at KUWS. In between quarters, wide open, cutting to the basket. And with the finish for the Yellow Jackets was Chloe Peterson. Chloe Peterson with the finish for the Yellow Jackets. Driving baseline right down the lane with the finish. Good, Regal, Ava Regal. Out of Totino Grace High School with the finish there for the Saints. 49-33. Lesha back to Bessinen. 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Firstall puts it up, block, gets her own rebound, block, puts it up a third time. Saints come down with it. 2 clean blocks by the Saints defensively on Firstall. 15 seconds to go, so they're going to go for a final shot here. 49-33 is the score. Trying to get 2, maybe 3 on the board here with 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3. They're going to have to put up a shot. 3-pointer is up and no good by Voigt, Gabby Voigt. 49-33 is the score at the end of 3 quarters. 49-33. The score at half was 30-18. So the Jackets with the lead after 3, 49-33. We'll send it back to the studios for Chris Allen and a break there. We'll take a break here as well. Jackets lead 49-33 after 3. You're listening to UWS Women's Basketball on KUWS 91.3 and on Yellow Jacket TV. Fourth quarter underway. Lesha drives baseline, kicks it back and on top. Bessinen for 3, only a 2-pointer for Bessinen. Bessinen for the Yellow Jackets now with 12 points. With Bessinen's basket, it's now 51-35 Yellow Jackets. Saints get their own rebound. Putback is up and in. In the paint was Chloe Lind. Lind missed her first shot, got a rebound, and put it back in. It's now 51-37. Lind now with 9 points. Bessinen splits the defense, lost control of the ball, though, and it'll be a tie-up situation, and the possession arrow in favor of Yellow Jackets. So, again, 2 teams with 2 different streaks going here. Saints have won 2 in a row. The Yellow Jackets have lost 3 in a row. So UWS would like to find that win column today, their first home win of the year, and a foul going to the basket there. And shooting 2 will be Kylie Hewitt. Hewitt going to the free throw line. Let's see what her free throw. This will be her first free throws of the year, according to the stats. Left-handed shot is no good. So I didn't jinx her because she hadn't taken one yet. So no broadcaster's jinx there. Second one for the lefty is no good either. 0 for 2. Jackets get their own rebound, though. Three-pointer attempt, nothing but net. Hewitt was 7, 54, 37 Yellow Jackets. Wow. Their three-point shooting, we'll take a look at that on the postgame report. And a block shot go out of bounds. It'll still be Saints basketball. Imdick comes in. Lexi Imdick. They'll inbound the ball underneath their hoop. That'll be Ava Regal. Regal to Imdick. Fakes the three, works it inside. Lind puts up a shot and was fouled. Just like that, the Saints with a bucket and a chance for a three-point play. 54-39. Basket is good. House picks up her third foul. She has 4 points. So a three-point attempt for a three-point play is good. Lind, a 32% free throw shooter coming into the game. Cuts the deficit to 14 at 54-40, so far from over here at Mertz Mortarelli. But Bessinen, end-to-end rush, misses it. Went around three Saints, misses the layup. Lusha inside all the way and open. Hewitt scoring for the Yellow Jackets. She has 9, 56-40. They were trying to take the ball away at top of the key, but left Hewitt wide open underneath. Great pass by Lusha. Imdick with the ball. Imdick goes inside. Up and no good. They try to get it to Lind. Lind missed her shot. And here come the Yellow Jackets, Lusha. Lusha. Bessinen. Brings it over to Hewitt. Back to Hewitt in the low blocks. Off the glass and good. Hewitt with 11. Out of Hurley, Wisconsin, out of Gogebic Community College. Now with 11. Hewitt averages 2 points per game. She now has 11. What a difference maker for the Yellow Jackets tonight. Driving off the glass, no good. Rebound, but it'll be a foul called on the on the Saints. Excuse me. I believe it's going to be on 14. Lind. Well, 15. 15 is Birschbach. No. $58-40 Jackets. Free throw is good. Oh, it was on 15 for UWS. My bad. It was Hewitt got the foul. Kylie Hewitt. Not 15 for the other team. Second free throw, good. Knocks them both down. 58-42. 14 points for her. For House. She averages 13, so she has surpassed her game average with 14. Foul called on the Saints, on Imdick. Imdick's first. House drives. Double teamed, actually triple teamed. Somehow got a shot up, didn't go. Rebound. Loose ball. Lusha puts up a shot. That's blocked. And the Saints come down with it. And then a steal. Lusha thought she caught it cleanly. The official didn't agree. That's Lusha's third. But again, aggressive foul. She lost it as her shot was blocked. Ball came back to the Saints player, and she just reached over and picked up the personal foul, her third. 6:18 to go here in the fourth quarter. And we're going to be a charging call on the Saints, well away from the ball. Lusha went to the floor, and House is going to get called for the foul. I'm not sure what happened, but there was well away from the ball, some contact between the Saints and the Yellow Jackets. Lusha went to the floor, and they called the now another foul. Imdick this time. So, in terms of few fouls here, they're trying to pressure the ball and doing so and creating opportunities. They're leaving players wide open like that one, missing the shot for the Yellow Jackets and then fouled on the rebound. Dobson was wide open. She missed her shot but got a rebound, but she was fouled. So Dobson will be shooting 2. So Dobson at the free throw line for UWS. She was wide open. Free throw's good, her first one. (59-42), second free throw coming. 100% on the year from the free throw line for Dobson. 60-42, Yellow Jackets. Kick it in the corner, driving. Birschbach. Birschbach with the right-handed hook, and it's good. Off the glass and in for Birschbach. She's got 5 for Biersbach. 5:40 to go. Jackets. Pessinen, top of the key. Back in the corner. Three-pointer. Doesn't take the three-pointer. They get it to Hewitt baseline. Hewitt, shots blocked. Great block by Hope Carlson from behind. But it'll still be UWS basketball with 9 seconds to go. So got time for a couple of passes here and a shot. Emily Carpenter, the Yellow Jackets head coach, in her 3rd season. Former player, shouting out the instructions. And didn't quite connect. Saints with the steal. House. Imdick. And little contact. This will be called on House, number 34, I believe, with the body. 34 or 24? Oh, number 12. My bad. Lusha's 4th. It was Lusha that got the foul. So her 4th foul already. 5 minutes to go. Hewitt with the steal for the Yellow Jackets. Took it right away from Lexi Imdick. Bassinen. Lusha. On top of the arc, finds House. In the corner, Lusha for 3. Wow. Lusha with 17 points. Wow. Lusha with 17 points, 63-44. Lusha averages 7, and she has 17 points. Lusha with 17 points. Score after the first quarter was 6-6. Score at the break was 30-18 Jackets. Score after 3 was 49-33, and now it's 63-44. So I talked about before that the Yellow Jackets were averaging 63 points per game. That's where they're at here with 4.5 minutes to go, so their shooting certainly did pick up. Remember, our post-game show is brought to you by Synovus Energy. We'll have that coming up after the game. And can't get enough of the Yellow Jackets? Tune into the Eye of the Swarm, the official podcast of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Join John Garver and Matt Johnson throughout the year as they sit down with Yellow Jacket student-athletes, coaches, and other guests. Eye of the Swarm available on Yellow Jacket TV, on UWSYellowJackets.com, on the podcast, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you get your podcasts. Even sometimes the Tom Hansen Communicating Arts classes are on the Eye of the Swarm podcast. Didn't happen this semester, but maybe next semester. They've been gracious to host these students from our multimedia journalism class. 3 of them are right here, right now. Evan Ludwig, 4. Evan, the producer. We've got Jeffrey shooting for a local TV station. Isaiah for a local TV station. Andrew is also shooting here for Yellow Jacket TV. So a lot of different Yellow Jacket multimedia journalism students involved here. So great to see everybody involved and gaining access, gaining experience. Foul called on the Saints. That was on Lind. Bessinen across the timeline. Kicks it in the corner there to Coonrod. Coonrod leaves it off for House. House back it on top. Bessinen, three-point attempt by number 3. Dobson does not go. Rebound comes down to the Saints. And a foul called on UWS with 4 minutes to go, 4:04 to go. Foul called on the push on the Yellow Jackets. That was House. House with the foul. And so we'll march down and shoot free throws for the Saints. Again, the Yellow Jackets in action Wednesday at Stout. That free throw's good. For a team this year, the Saints are at 57% coming into the game as a team in the free throw department. 63-45. Leading scorer for the Saints with 14 is House. She averages 13. And then Lesha has 17 for the Yellow Jackets. She's on the bench now. Other players in double figures for the Yellow Jackets. Bessinen has 12. So Bessinen with 12 points. 17 for Lesha. House for the Saints has it. Lost it. Regain control. Low blocks. They kick it back out to Imdick. Imdick with 4, 3. Oh, they had 3 seconds to go on the shot clock, and UWS gets called with a foul. They didn't realize where it was on the shot clock. I guess, A, good defense. B, poor clock awareness time as the Saints player didn't have the ball and was going away from the basket. So shooting 2 for the Saints. First one is good. And she'll get another one. Free throw there by Lind. Chloe Lind with 14. Number 14 with 14. Misses that one. And the Yellow Jackets get the rebound. 63-46. 63-46. Last time they played in 2023, it was 77-74. So very close game. This one not as close, but still 3 minutes to go. Bessinen inside blocks. Turnaround feed, and it's good by Coonrod. Emily Coonrod for a basket. Her first basket of the game. Saints with a shot. That's no good. Rebound comes down to the Yellow Jackets. Taking that shot was Regal. Ava Regal missed that shot. She has 6 points in the game, but missed that one. 2.5 to go here in the fourth quarter. Bessinen double teamed. And a foul called on the Saints. That one will be Lexi Imdick, the junior. That's her third personal foul. And we'll shoot some free throws for Bessinen. Bessinen averages 14 points per game to lead the Yellow Jackets in scoring. Now has 13. She makes this. She matches her game average. I waited till after she made both of them. She has not missed a free throw this year. Bessinen has not missed a free throw this year, 6 games into the season. Pretty impressive. Imdick drives the lane. I don't know if that was a pass or a shot, but to be a foul called on the Yellow Jackets as Lexi Imdick was driving. Foul is going to be called on the Yellow Jackets, Elsa Olsen. That's her first. Going to the bench for the Saints. They're going to come up with Kate Kate Toey from Hibbing. Free throw is good. 67-46. Get another one. Free throw is good. Hewitt will inbounds for the Yellow Jackets. 2:20 to go. Now that's 6 points on the game for Imdick. Jackets back to Bessinen. Dobson. Dobson from the free throw line. The rim, the backboard, back to the rim, and it went in. Jackets lead it now 69-47. That's 7 points for Dobson. Just 98 seconds to go in the game, 69-47 UWS. So the first win of the season for the Yellow Jackets here at home could be coming up shortly is what I'm trying to say. And the Saints' winning streak of 2 in a row might be coming to an end. Still a minute 26 to go. Lots of substitutions for the Yellow Jackets here. Let's see if I can get them all for you. Megan Schaefer's into the game. Also, double zeros into the game for UWS again. Latvala. Evans, Haley Evans from Proctor's into the game. Also, Ani from Hibbing. So Emily Carpenter going to her bench here with just 90 seconds to go. This is usually when Tom Hansen would get in the game, or it'd be after the reserves got in. So, and coming back in is Haley Jurdy from Cambridge Isanti. She's into the game. So 5 new Yellow Jackets to finish out this game. Can't miss her with fluorescent pink tennis shoes out there for Jurdy. Haley Jurdy. As the Jackets will even their overall record. 3-point attempt by the Saints. Good. 3-point attempt. Madison Kenyon. Madison Kenyon knocks that one down. 69-50 with just over a minute to go. Latvala brings the ball across the timeline. Still working the offense. I'm sure Emily Carpenter likes that. Haley Evans in the corner there to Jurdy. Latvala takes the 3. No good. Rebound will go out of bounds. It'll be Saints basketball with 40 seconds to go. One more time, I'd like to thank the entire Yellow Jacket TV crew here with Yellow Jacket Athletics. Fine job bringing you the sights and sounds, everybody. Thank you very much. Been a lot of fun filling in for the great one, Matt Johnson. Matt will be back after the holiday break, I'm sure, bringing you the sights and sounds of Yellow Jackets. Also back of the station, Chris Allen, nice job. We'll have the post-game show for you coming up. Don't forget about that. Sponsored by Synovus Energy on KUWS 91.3. Evans with the foul for the Yellow Jackets. Just a historical note here. This is the first time I'm on KUWS calling a game since 1989. It's been a while. But thanks to John Garver and the Yellow Jacket Athletics crew having confidence in me, returning to the booth. I appreciate it. Second free throw doesn't go either. Rebound, Saints put back, does not go. Rebound comes down to the Yellow Jackets. Schaefer has it, then lost a handle on it, and is going to be called for a travel on it. 21.6 seconds to go. So thanks to the entire crew here. We'll set up the records, what's ahead for the Yellow Jackets after this game, and big hockey tournament we'll tell you about coming up and more on the Synovus Energy postgame show with our hardworking Chris Allen back in the studios with a steal. Megan Schaefer lost it. She just got the ball back. Latvia's shots up and in. Latvia for the Yellow Jackets. Latvala scoring. Latvala for UWS, and that is your final 72-50. 72-50. Your final score, Jackets win by 22 points. And the 65th 64th meeting goes to UWS. They now lead the series overall 37 wins, 27 losses to the College of St. Scholastica. We'll recap some of the scoring, but it's not located on the board, everyone, so we'll find it out. Stay tuned. The Synovus Energy postgame report coming up next. We'll go through some stats, some scores, and a whole bunch more here at Mertz Murdarelli Gym. Non-conference final scores, 72-50. Yellow Jackets with the win. They're now 3-3 overall, still a non-conference game. And with the loss, the Saints drop to 2-4. We'll take a break. We'll send it back to Chris in the studios. When we return, the Synovus Energy postgame report. You're listening to Yellow Jacket Women's Basketball, 91.3 FM KUWS, and on Yellow Jackets TV. Welcome to the Synovus Energy postgame report. I'd like to thank everyone who made this possible. Been a lot of fun being back here courtside. We'll run through some stats, some records, and so much more. Just a reminder, first off, that coming up this weekend, the Superior Showdown Hockey Tournament presented by Subway will be this coming Friday and Saturday. St. Scholastica versus Dubuque at 3. And St. Lawrence versus UWS at 7. John Garver with all your play-by-play action. That'll be on Friday. Then on Saturday, the consolation game at 3 and the championship game at 7. John Garver with all the play-by-play action. Chris Allen will be your sports producer on KUWS 91.3 FM. All right, for this game, Jackets with the win, 72-50. They led it after the third quarter, 49-33. They led it at the half, 30-18. A slow start by both teams, only 6-6 after the first quarter. Let's see, field goals. Saints 18 of 51 for 35%. Yellow Jackets 28 of 58 for 48%. 5 for 15 for three-pointers for UWS, 2 of 14 for St. Scholastica. Free throw percentage, 73% for the Jackets, 57% for the Saints. Rebounds, 30 rebounds for UWS, 29 for the Saints. Let's see, turnovers, 19 for the Saints, 12 for the Yellow Jackets. Bench points, 19 bench points for the Yellow Jackets, 16 for the St. Scholastica Saints. Points in the paint, this was kind of one of the big differences as well. 38 for the Jackets, 32 for the St. Scholastica Saints. With the win, the Yellow Jackets now 3-3 overall. It was still a non-conference game. They'll have one more non-conference game Wednesday as they take on Stout. The Yellow Jackets are now 1-3 here at home, 2-0 away, and their 3-game winning streak comes to an end. Led in scoring, Mackenzie Lesha, simply phenomenal with 17 points. Elise Bessinen matches her game average at 14 points for UWS, the two leading scorers for Emily Carpenter's team. For Jason Schmitz, their team falls with that loss today. They're now 2-4 overall, and their 2-game winning streak comes to an end. And now for UWS and St. Scholastica, the 64th meeting goes to UWS. 37 wins for UWS, 27 for St. Scholastica overall. And the last game was in 2023, 77-74 was your final. Should mention these two teams played, or these two schools met yesterday, and St. Scholastica knocked off UWS 1-0 in overtime in women's hockey. Those two teams will play yet again this year, January 3rd at the Marion Holiday Classic. They also played an exhibition game to start the year as well. That'll do it for the Synovus Energy postgame report. One more time, safe travels, everyone, wherever you go with your family and friends. Make it a happy, special, thankful day tomorrow. So happy Thanksgiving to one and all. The Yellow Jackets are going in Thanksgiving break with a fine win, 72-50 non-conference win over the College of St. Scholastica. For Chris Allen back in the studios, for our entire Yellow Jacket TV crew here, led by Holden Law and everyone with UWS Athletics, Evan Ludwig, our producer, here as well. Have a great night. Thanks for tuning in. Yellow Jackets with the win. Keep smiling, Yellow Jackets. Jackets win 72-50. You've been listening to Yellow Jacket Women's Basketball on KUWS 91.3 and Yellow Jacket TV.
On this region. All right, let's do it emphatically.